What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, coming back from the break for like one video because we just had the Oceania Regionals event like a few hours ago. It just ended a few hours ago and we are back with one of our lightning fast The Lookout Regionals breakdowns. We have all of the info here. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it. But guys, before we begin this video, two things. First off, huge shout out to our patrons. Yeah, the coffee club is going strong. Jakub, Frank, Ednan, Nave, Ryan K, and our newest patron Bryce, our first $50 tier patron. Thank you, Bryce. You by yourself, you just bought us a new table. So like, thanks guys for supporting us. Guys, if you wish to support us this way, we really highly appreciate it. Link is in the description below. And as always, guys, you know, these breakdowns, that's a lot of work, and getting them out this fast is even more work. So guys, help us grow. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. So please, you know, share the video, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and yeah, that's it. Roll the video. As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown, or in this case, general info. This event was organized by Taka Games. It took place today at the 30th of April. It was an online best of one pre-side event, 61 players, 6 rounds. Yeah, it was a pretty sweet event. Deck lists are coming out later, next week. I have all of the deck lists, but as always, I'm going to let their content creators do their deck profiles first. I'll let the players, and then let's say by the end of the week, or at some point close to the end of the week, we'll just release everything. So yeah, before I jump into the breakdown, let me just say huge congratulations to the organizers for organizing another big online event, and huge congrats to the casters and to all of the players. You all done pretty amazingly. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's just jump into the breakdown. Okay guys, here it is, the top 16 from the Oceania Regionals. Yeah, this one gave me a bit of a stroke when I was making it. If you look at the breakdown, you can probably notice why. This just mentally broke me at some point, and I was just looking at it like, eh? But anyway, we'll get to that point. First place, congratulations, Gogeta GT wins the event, beats Gamma in the finals, I believe. I didn't watch the stream, it was like in the middle of the night. But from what I've heard, Gogeta beat Gamma in the finals. Congratulations. Second place, Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta definitely... You know, I want to say that Golden Frieza is the best yellow deck in the game, but Majin Vegeta is really up there at the moment. It's better than Trunks Vegeta, like by miles. But like, it's still somewhere with Golden Frieza. I'm very biased. Then third place, Gamma. That's the Gamma that lost in the finals, I believe. Then fourth place, Trunks Reboot Good Stuff. So Trunks Reboot, it looks like Trunks Reboot is taking, you know, the slot of the next blue Good Stuff leader. Because this isn't the only Trunks Reboot Good Stuff. There were a couple of them, I believe. So yeah, congrats to the top 4. And then we're moving to the 5th place, another Gamma. This is you know, sort of expected by now, that Gamma is by far the best blue deck at the moment. It has a phenomenal matchup against red. It's pretty good against yellow too, so Gamma keeps stopping, guys. 6th place, Cooler Mill. I love Cooler Mill. I don't fully understand how it works, but I love what it does. And it's awesome to see Cooler Mill once again topping. Like, guys, I believe that, I think we covered almost all of the regional events before this one, and in a lot of them there was like Cooler in the top 16. So Cooler Mill, keep an eye out for this one. He's very good, especially in the current meta when there's a lot of battle cards. For example, if you're playing against Majin Vegeta has a ton of battle cards on the field. That's a lot of milling. And everything draws so much. So yeah, Cooler Mill, congratulations, excellent choice. 7th place, Supreme Kai of Time. representing black as the only black deck in the top 16. Yeah, so much for Camber, I guess. Just like Supreme Kai keeps dominating. Granted, it's more aggressive and easier to play, but it puts out more consistent results. 8th and 9th place Red Sin, the best deck in the game. 10th place Soul Striker. It's cool to see Soul Striker still trying, to fill that gap that Crimson left. So you can say that like Trunks Reboot is the next best blue good stuff deck. It looks like it. And then Soul Striker is the replacement for Crimson. That's what it looks like to me. 11th place, another Gogeta GT. Then 12th place, another Gamma. And then 13th place, Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb. I feel validated a bit because I really put this one very, very high on my tier list. Because I really thought, like, okay, this one looks amazing. But I didn't account for Majin Vegeta being this good. It's cool to see Spirit Bomb topping. I'm not sure how. I think it was just like yellow good stuff. I need to check the deck list. But definitely major props. This is the first Spirit Bomb, I believe, in the top 16 in the last like 8 regionals or so. So congrats to the player. And then the thing that mentally just kind of broke me and left me, a drooling vegetable for like a couple of minutes. Green Gogeta BR. Okay, now that you have also mentally recovered, Green Gogeta BR, BT19 Gogeta. Tops. Arguably one of the worst green decks in the game. Tops the event. This one, 2 things. 3 things. Major congratulations to the player. Like, this is an actual feat to get to top 16 with this deck. It's an actual feat. Mad congratulations. Second, I'm absolutely shocked. I'm floored. I'm shocked completely. And third, if you have seen the event pack promos coming up, not the event, the championship pack promos, keep an eye out on this deck. It's just about, like, come June or July, it's gonna get much, much better. And then finally, 15th and 16th place, Red Sin. That's the top 16, guys. Congrats to all players. And I need to make a special shout out to the 20th place Golden Frieza, to the player who actually got me this top 16, who bubbled out and ended up on the 20th place. But huge shout out to you. You know who you are. Huge shout out, and thanks for helping me out with this top 16. Now let's check out all of the leaders. Guys, here is the breakdown of all leaders. So let's start with the big color pie. We have 7 Red Sins, like the best deck in the game. And then we have 6 Androids 21. Not a single one of them topping, but 6 of them showed up. What can I just say then? Like, Ma! There's a weird looking Android 21 outside. It looks like garbage, the fucking thing. So those of you who follow us on Facebook know what I'm talking about. Actually, I have this on YouTube as well. Anyway, not a single one of them topping. 6 copies of Majin Vegeta, the most represented yellow deck at the event. Not very surprising. Amazing deck. 5 Gogeta GTs, a couple of them, one of them won, and I think 3 more or so topped. Then we have 4 copies of Gamma, and then we have 3 of Trunks Reboot, Soul Striker, Supreme Kai, and Green Cooler. Green Cooler. That's my deck. That's actually what I started topping with. It's terrifying. Anyway, only 2 decks. So, Cumber, Starter Android 21, Golden Frieza, Gogeta BR BT19. So 2 of them showed up. 2! And 1 won. Not won, but like topped. But that's a victory for Gogeta BR BT19. So I'm like, okay. Only one deck. SS3 Reboot, Bobby the AOD, Spirit Bomb, which topped, Apeku Reddits. Good call. Definitely good call, guys. Not a lot of people are siding anymore for hand destruction and for green, so Reddit is definitely a good call. Red Jiren, one of my favorite decks in the game. It's good to see it. This one just needs like its own version of Yamcha and it's gonna be phenomenal again. SS4 Goku, Android 18, Hatch. I know who played this. This is Mr. Ram on his Mr. Hatch. U7 Green Gohan, the starter one, the prismatic one. A Cooler Mill, which topped. Magenta, the boss himself made appearance at the regionals, you know. The boss himself came to bless Oceania with his presence. And finally, Gogeta BR, the Tables Destroyer. So yeah, these are all of the leaders. Now let's check out the deck diversity. So we're looking at the total number of decks in each color, just the total number. If it's like 5 Gogetas, it's 5 Gogetas. So what we can see here is the blue was the most represented by far. The blue was the most represented color with 20 decks, 15 red decks, 11 yellow, 8 black and 7 green. So green slight improvements but still bad. So yeah, basically what we can see from this is the blue is the most dominant color at the event, but red ended up taking most of the top 16 slots, which is mildly concerning if you think about it in a way that like, okay, blue has a better matchup against red, but red just took more slots anyway. Yellow is doing good at the moment. Majin Vegeta is really hard carrying yellow at the moment. Okay, Majin and Golden Frieza, while black and green are just being themselves at this point. There is a bit of improvement in numbers when it comes to black and green, but keep in mind that I don't count prismatic decks. So one of these blacks is Magenta and one of these greens is Universe 7 Gohan starter. So take it as you will. But yeah, this is basically it. This is the big color diversity pie chart. Before we end the video, let's jump into the leader diversity pie chart. Finally, let's look at the leader diversity chart. So we're only looking at the diversity among leaders. It doesn't matter if there were like 15 Gogetas. We're only counting one of them. So what we can see here is that blue had the highest number of various decks, various leaders, different leaders basically. And this isn't surprising if you consider that Gamma is the best blue deck, but there are 2 slots open now with Beerus gone, with Crimson gone. Now you have, what's opened now is that now you have this competition for the next best blue good stuff deck and for the next best Crimson replacement. You have like Android 21, but that deck is a joke. We're not even gonna bother talking about that one. And then you have like Android 18, Soul Striker, they're competing for the Crimson slot. You have Trunks Reboot competing for the next blue good stuff slot with SS3 Reboot. So yeah, this isn't very surprising. Same goes for like red and yellow. They have a very limited amount of actually phenomenal decks, so seeing a limited diversity, that's fine. Green and Gogeta won somehow. Won, topped. As I said, it's a victory for green. It's just 4. Black at 5 this time around, but I did count SS4 Bardock and Magenta in black, so like 2 prismatic decks. Black doesn't really have a lot of options. I would argue that green has the most options when it comes to diverse leaders. But okay, yeah, I think this is not a lot of different than the other stuff that we have seen so far. Hopefully this will change for the better once we get into BT21. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the Oceania meta? So this is the second Oceania regionals that we had the full breakdown for, and yeah, I think it's cool. Honestly, you know, despite me really not being in shape at the moment for going back into videos, I think that this is cool, so don't let my melancholy, you know, muddy the waters here. Yeah, there's a lot of Sin Shenron, yeah, there's a lot of Gamma, there's still Majin Vegeta and Gogeta, but we see a lot of diversity in the top 16, and even Gogeta BR topped somehow. So guys, we will have all of these deck lists out by the end of the week, I believe, when I recover and go back into making videos. But for now, share the video, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading all of your comments, I try to respond to everything, I love our little community. And before you leave, consider sharing the video, hitting those like and subscribe buttons, and helping us grow. Our goal is to reach 3,000 subs by the end of the BT21 spoiler season. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.